The shot is Carolina. Hey, what do you say?
Talkin Sauce, episode 78.
Bam.
What up?
7-8.
I don't have anything cool to say about 7-8, man. It's a pretty lame number.
You're lame, dude. You're
It's
lame.
it's sequential.
It is sequential
It is, yeah.
because 7, 8, 9. I don't know, man. Keep it going. Just keep going. All right.
Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, we would already have been into our first set of games for Cancellation Cup Season 3. Kicks off, I think, this Wednesday.
Does it?
Yeah, dude. It's like,
Oh,
I think it's a
shit.
pretty packed schedule. I think 3's games are Tuesdays and Thursdays, and 5 games are Wednesdays and Sundays.
Interesting.
And there's 2 games a night.
For everybody? Or like
For everybody, for both leagues, for both divisions.
so every game day we will be playing 2 games.
Yep. Which is
Interesting.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Wow, that's a lot of
That's a lot.
games.
From like now till like October.
Okay. It's like every time we help start this league, every time a new season starts, it's like the week before I find out all the shit that changes.
Bro,
And
I've been
it's-
I've been sending schedules like to group chats. There's schedules in the Discord. Like this stuff is out in like public information. in
No,
the league,
absolutely,
like-
but it's like you look at all those dates and everything, and they're right now they're just numbers and letters on a page until you put it in context of like, yeah, no, it's 2 games a night.
When I was
4
getting
nights a
married, it
week
said
for 2
9-6,
months.
but like that was just like a number on a page. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
It didn't mean anything.
exactly.
I didn't have to prepare
I-
or like
dude,
remember it.
I went to college, signed up for those loans. They were just numbers on a page, dude. I didn't realize how real they were until now, man.
See, now we're talking. You know what I'm saying? I got that numbers on a page, dude.
Dude, it's all
Imaginary.
fake.
It's all
dude.
fictitious.
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
fake.
Yeah. Cool.
When one of those
Bills, never heard
solar
of
flare is gonna happen, shut down all the electronics, and then what? It's all gone, dude. There's
that.
no
Was a movie.
There's
Bruce
no paper
Willis?
records
No,
anymore.
Nicolas Cage. That was Nicolas Cage.
Was
that Nick
it?
Cage?
Yeah, solar
I feel
flare.
like
that
Nick
was Nicolas
Cage has
Cage.
been
He's been in a couple
one of every
Doomsday
kind of movie.
Type
like-
situations. Yeah.
Oh God, bees! No,
Not the bees!
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Yeah, but we got our roster. That was the whole point of me mentioning season 3.
Mhm.
Shouts out Pierre and Bobby and Daryl and them.
Is it Daryl or is it Darren? That's. I'm sorry for listening to this, but it's.
I thought it was
difficult.
Daryl. I've only met the guy once online.
Yeah,
I thought you said
We'll
Daryl.
find
If it's Darren, if it's Darren, my bad.
I'll just trail off the end
Either
of
way,
your
due
name.
respect, dude.
Yeah, I'll just trail big there.
Big
and
B,
then-
what up?
Yeah, good squad though. Those
Yeah,
Pierre
good squad.
fuck arounds behind the net are a lot cooler when he's on your team. Much less annoying.
Yeah,
when-
it's much
when
more
you're not having
less
to defend that
frustrating when he's
bullshit.
doing that shit on your team. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of NHL 21, they're putting the lacrosse move in next year, and they don't even put Svechnikov or even beyond that anybody who did the lacrosse move this past
So
season.
what was that? Because
as
I
the
feel like
animation.
that thing that you sent me wasn't a legit thing.
It was. It looked like it was a screen cap or like someone recording
Yeah,
a screen on
but
the
like
phone
there's
of the
nothing
game.
official out yet. You see what I'm saying?
Is there nothing? Because I've heard it in a
In like
couple
4
different
days.
spots.
In like 4 days. What's today?
It's the 23rd.
Yeah, I think like on the 26th or something, they're supposed to have a video out. So like
Well,
that guy
we'll
might
see.
have got something leaked. I don't know. I think
Maybe.
that's leaked.
I know because I just saw they were talking about it in the cancellation Discord and all that. So
Yeah.
but still, they better put it out. Like I'm gonna be pissed if it's not Svechnikov. But I mean, Forsberg pulled one off this year. Didn't someone else?
No, I think
Someone
it's
else
just
put-
those.
It was just
For
those
sure
two.
it's those two. Yeah.
But I mean, you got to do Svechnikov, man. As the first guy to do it in the
Mhm.
NHL,
The
like
thing you sent me, it was like a creative player, but the creative player was wearing a fucking Capitals
you know, in a
thing.
capster, it's just disrespectful, dude. It's
fine.
like,
It
come
is.
on, man.
Yeah, it is.
Come on. But
Come on.
Dude, we think that the
Game's trash though.
Forsberg one-hand deke gets abused. Wait till this lacrosse move comes in. It's gonna be ridiculous, man. It's gonna be so OP because they're not gonna fuck with the goalies. They're not gonna give a goalie an extra animation to get his shoulder up. So it's just gonna be hopes and prayers that you hit the post or something, dude. They just added in an extra fuck you and fuck you. You're gonna buy it. You know what I mean?
They're just gonna try to make it difficult to pull off. And
yeah. Well,
you
the
know what I'm
Forsberg move is one of the easiest moves to pull off in the whole game. Straight up. It's harder to pull a toe drag between your legs deke, which is a much easier move in real life, like controller-wise, than it is to pull off that Forsberg little one-hand tuck shit. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous how easy it is, and I hate it.
Oh, I hate that move. I hate that with a passion. It makes the game so it just takes it sucks the fun out of any game you're playing when that shit
For
goes
real.
down.
And
You know what I mean?
it's a really hard move to pull off. Like, it's not it's to really get the goalie to not
it isn't.
To get the goalie to bite is tough to do. You know what I mean?
It depends on I think it depends on like how much time you have to do it.
Yeah.
Like if you're like coming in clean, it's pretty much a guarantee.
Are you talking about in real life?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I'm sorry. I was just saying in the game it was trash.
Yeah, no, in the game it's buns. That's what I was saying.
I thought we were still on that. That's
what pisses me off.
Oh, no, that ain't no joke. Yeah.
That's what pisses me off is it's so easy and
it's
so
way
OP
easier
in
to
the
fucking
game.
like do a windmill
Yeah.
in real life than it is to fucking one hand tuck the goalie. Yeah, and
For
you
real.
get him to bite on that.
It's
Get him
so
to
tough.
fucking actually bite on that. Unless you're that fast with your hand to hand.
Yeah.
And you fuckers know. And you fuckers know you don't even fucking play. You don't fucking know how to do that shit. So you're going
For
hand
real.
to hand. By the time you switch hands with the stick and your opposite hand's your strong hand leaning out with it, he's moved already. The goalie's already on.
He's just stuck his stick out, poked that shit off. Like
He's already
don't ever
way
try that
onto
again.
what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
got
fucking video game. You're going to the right and the whichever way, and the goalie's obsessed with it. They're like, the puck has to go this direction. Then
He's only going short
He'll
side. He's
never
only
go
going
back.
short side.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. But shouts out to Ferda. I hope we score. I'll take a goal like that every single
all
goal
the
if we
one
have
hand
to.
tucks.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
kidding me? Yeah, W's a W.
Keep going for it.
Are you kidding
Keep
me?
going
Sportsmanship,
for it,
dignity, fuck that. I want
Absolutely not,
championships. Episode 78, with being 78, we got to shout out a player that rocked the number 78, Pavel Demitra. Now, he only wore 78, I think, like when he was drafted and like for the first couple years in Ottawa. He mostly wore 38.
Mm-hmm.
But like the best player by far to wear it, IMO. He had over like 700 points, like I think about 800 points in 800 plus games. Played for Ottawa, St. Louis, a couple other teams towards the end of his career. Fucking Lady Byng Trophy in the year 2000, 3-time All-Star. Sadly passed away in the Lokomotiv plane crash, famously in 2011, infamously in 2011.
Yeah.
Tragedy. A lot of good hockey players, a lot of good people passed in that plane crash. It always sucks. Like, what the thing like is you can't avoid it. Like I'm like seriously looking like, oh yeah, dude, Pavel Demitra, and totally forgot. Like I completely forgot, and then you're like, oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
One thing, fun fact about that though, the elementary school and stadium that he played at when he was a kid, was renamed after him, and it was the same place that guys like Hossa and Chara came up in. So it's named after him, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool for sure.
And they've had some names come out of those schools too, huh?
No shit. There's a couple others I can't remember off top, but some pretty big names, pretty big throwback names. So shouts out Pavel Demitra, dude.
Absolutely.
Big shouts out. 38-78. Another honorable mention too is Mark Pouliot, 478 defenseman. Yeah.
Legends of the game.
The legends of the game, dude. Speaking of legends, Svechnikov.
Boot off, baby.
Hurricanes.
No
Yeah, boot off.
crutches.
No crutches, so good. You know,
So he's soft, and he should have been playing. He should have been playing, and this really represents the
Settle down,
Hurricanes.
Milbury.
Yeah, it represents the Hurricanes more as a whole and our lack of
It
heart
is.
as a
It
team. So trade him, trade Dougie, Tired of having a soft team.
Yeah. No.
No,
It's
it's
good to
jokes.
see that they're leaving the bubble though with him not
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
fucking wheelchair or on crutches or in a boot.
Did you know there's increased security on the teams that are kicked out of the bubble?
Really?
Yeah, because they're when your team loses out, they one get you out very quickly, and two you have because I'm sure they're monitored somewhat to make sure that all the rules are being followed, social distance and all that stuff, and you're not fucking stuff up. But when your team loses, they put more security, more detail watching over you because apparently back in 1998 when the United States first went to the Olympics, we were supposed to win gold, lost out before I think we got bronze or something, and apparently we just burned the place down. The USA men's hockey team, we lost, and we're like, fuck it, we're destroying the place. And they just
what a
That's
weird
hockey,
precedent.
baby.
What a I mean I see the correlation, but they almost have nothing to do with each other, do they?
not at all. But I
God
guess
damn.
they want to make sure that the teams leaving aren't these guys aren't gonna have a cafeteria.
They're not gonna
anymore.
prank them in Mighty
Yeah.
Ducks and have a fucking hose with ants going through all their rooms in the hotel. What the fuck are they gonna do, dude?
Yeah, it's
If
just
anything,
so
they're
funny.
gonna fucking sneak out early and get the fuck out of there.
For real, they're probably excited to leave. We're we're not. Let's get the fuck out. I'll leave right now. I'll fly
That's
in my
hilarious.
skates. I don't give a
What a
fuck.
waste.
I just love
That's
the
funny,
mental,
though. That's
mental
great.
image of the
Funny.
'98 Olympic team just being like, "Fuck this, dude!" And
America.
I think they literally lit all the furniture on fire. I think that was something.
I would. I do
Yeah,
that when
fuck
I
it,
go to
man.
hotels anyway.
These motherfuckers aren't gonna have anywhere to sit. Just
That was
down
that
in the
courtesy
lobby.
for the next people. They don't want to use that shit after me, dude. I'm
Nah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is there anything else on the Hurricanes, dude? They're gone. They're out of
they're
the bubble.
gone.
They don't exist right now.
They're gone. I guess just a question:
Terrible.
who you think we keep, Gardner or Shea? Because I feel like we can't keep both.
honestly,
Honestly,
we keep Shea.
I think we do too, man. I like him more. Faster skater. I think he's a little more electric, but dude, it's going to be a weird offseason for the Hurricanes, man. We have
A lot of decisions.
too many defensemen. I'll just go out on the limb and say it.
A lot of trading assets.
A lot of trading
A
assets.
lot of trading assets. We've been in this situation before with too many defensemen, but they were a lot younger and they weren't on the roster.
And they didn't have we didn't have these contract situations.
This is when Hayden Fleury wasn't a sure thing, but he was still a good trading prospect or a tradable prospect.
Yeah.
And now we're like that, but with too many guys that would be healthy scratches because they're NHL caliber. And they cost money.
They cost money, and that's money that we got to pay Dougie and Svetch. And
a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
With Williams.
Yeah. I think Williams might be done. Truthfully. He got that. Rod put him out there with Boston for the very last shift of the game and all that. I think
he was the first in the handshake line.
Yeah, it's I think he might be done. I think this might have taken it out of him, especially because honestly, I think next season might go the same way as far as a bubble system, and I just don't think he wants that. I don't think it's worth it for him. He wants to coach his kids' team, and
when you talk about a guy and the way he referred to coming back and the parts of it that I feel like were drawing to him, that doesn't exist in the bubble. I feel like the game itself, but the other aspects of it don't really exist as easily.
Yeah.
The flow of it.
Yeah, and I mean he's got a whole family. It kind of goes back to the
Rask, I mean, of course.
Tuukka Rask thing. It's these guys. They played a long time, and at some point, you just kind of want to be with your family.
Imagine how many guys next season, when the bubble likely continues, just don't even want to fuck with it that long.
Yeah.
Like Tuukka.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's and it's just quick. Fuck all those people that made Tuukka feel like he had to come out and divulge details about his daughter's medical emergency just so they'd stop giving him shit, dude. That's fucking.
Yeah. Regardless of what the reason is, they don't want to play. They don't want to play.
Yeah.
I think we said it before, but even if there wasn't a pandemic, you're not gonna say that if like they don't want to play hockey anyway. Like they just don't want to fucking play. Like
Yeah,
it's a
Yeah.
game. At the end of the day, if they don't want to play, like they don't owe anyone shit. You
For
can be
real.
disappointed, but like
especially a guy like Rask. I mean, he's given his fucking whole career
he's
to
worked his
Boston up there,
ass
dude.
off.
Yeah, like won a cup
For
with
real.
him. It's fucking
Yeah, for sure.
fuck those
But the Hurricanes will see you next season.
in like a month and a half, right? Like, fucking-
Some shit like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Of the teams remaining, there's teams remaining. You got Colorado, Vegas, Vancouver, Dallas, Philly, Boston, Tampa, New York.
Yep.
Am I missing anybody?
I don't think so. I'm
think that's
pulling
it.
up the
4-4, right?
thing, yeah, pretty sure.
And so, looking at some of these matchups, firstly, let's talk about the Avs, dude.
That's probably the series I'm most besides Tampa Boston, I guess. That's the series I'm most excited to watch. Is that Avs Dallas series, dude? That first
game, I think that it was the Avs who took it the 5-3 win. I
think they lost. They lost.
Did they lose that game? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I couldn't quite remember. However, two big injuries.
Yeah, Eric Johnson and Grubauer. And I think coach came out and said it's going to be Francouz. It's going to be his net from here on out. So, which sucks, man. Grubauer was playing really, really, really fucking well.
Yeah, it was.
He had like a 930 something save percentage. He'd been stellar in the Arizona series. So yeah, that's a big hit. Johnson's a big hit on defense.
So this Avs team that can score, they're just going to have to do it a lot more.
Yeah.
They've been saying that the offense has to stay relevant throughout the rest of the playoffs as long as these injuries last.
Yep. They still got Makar. They still got Zadorov. So, I mean, they still have guys back there.
And they got Nathan McKinnon, dude.
Nathan fucking McKinnon.
He's so good.
So good, dude.
So good. I honestly, like, it's to the point where, like, and I've always thought he was, like, top 5 in the NHL. But I feel like I would take him over a lot of other players, like, to build a team around.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think he has
So
the
dynamic.
highest engine in the NHL?
Besides McDavid?
But see, here in my thing, and what I was thinking with that, though, McDavid makes it look effortless. McKinnon makes it look like, nah, I'm like, this is hard fucking work what I'm doing. Like, I don't want to say it's like a grittier style of game, but it's just watching him play, it looks like he has such a high motor. Whereas McDavid, it looks like, all right, I'm going 1,000 miles an hour.
That's why
it
doesn't translate as well, but that's why I say he's the right-handed Crosby, man, because he just has this fucking angle to his skating, and this, like you're saying, he has this effort on it that is uncanny to another player,
and a physical element, not like a big hit, but
because he's so strong.
Yeah, it's just
he's so strong. He's like 200 plus.
Yeah, he's not afraid to go down to the corners. Same thing with Crosby, just cut back and forth.
He does those reverse hits.
Yeah. And
he's fucking strong.
Who did he ragdoll? Was it against Arizona?
Yeah, don't tell me. I can't remember.
I can't remember either, but he's got yeah, I mean, he has a desire to win. It was Fisher. He has a desire to win that is a lot like higher than fucking normal, man. That guy.
Yeah. And he shows it in the way he plays above all else.
And one of the best top lines in hockey out there, bar none.
Yeah, exactly.
Just disgusting.
But Dallas is no joke, man.
No, man.
Coming into the bubble, dude. I mean, they were looking good at the end of before the pause, but Dallas is like a team that, like, on paper, everyone had been saying for, like, at the beginning of the past few seasons, watch out, and they never seem to really take it over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. They're starting to, like, really emerge.
Yeah. Heiskanen's killing it, or Heiskanen, I'm not sure how you say his name, but that kid is disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
That kid, such a smooth skater.
Their talent pool is so wide.
For real. They got Radulov. They got Gurianov scored 4 goals the other night.
Fuck.
He's a guy I picked up in Chell, dude. He requested a trade. It's okay. We don't want you anyway. But he's gross. Another big guy, fast skating guy. Russian?
Yeah.
I think he's Russian. Yeah. So, But yeah, man, it's a real exciting series. Alexiak's actually doing pretty well out there too. He kind of went from bounce around bottom pairing sort of guy, and now he's jumped up there playing I'm assuming top 4 minutes with Heiskanen and playing well, man. So
Exactly.
that's an exciting.
And you still can't
series
forget
to
about. I don't
watch.
know if you said it. I got distracted, but Jamie Benn.
Jamie
Tyler
Jamie
Seguin,
Benn signed.
John
I think
Klingberg.
Sagan got his first goal of the playoffs last night in that game.
Yeah, he
too.
did.
So
Corey Perry.
damn, I forgot Corey Perry and Pavelski out there, right?
Joe Pavelski. Again,
Joe
the talent
fucking
pool is
Pavelski.
so fucking deep on that team, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
And now that they're in the playoffs, man, all those guys that like they've been there, they've done that. They're ready for the big time. So
and back to the whole sense going into the bubble thing, and just want to quick bring up, the idea, like, obviously this postseason, even though looking at it, it doesn't look like any different. The teams seem like they're playing what looks like playoff hockey. It's still going to have an asterisk on it in the sense that it wasn't in front of fans. It wasn't in the typical. It wasn't in their home. Excuse me. It wasn't in their home settings. That's what the asterisk is going to say. Nothing about things not counting or what's the other word I'm looking for? Doesn't matter. I'm an idiot. But there's definitely something to the bubble where some teams are having a better time than others.
Yeah.
And that bubble atmosphere is definitely giving some teams a more comfortable feeling than other teams. We have no idea which ones, right? We can only kind of speculate. Dallas seems like one.
Yeah. You could argue Vancouver a little bit.
Vancouver, definitely. Vancouver by far, if not one of the most.
Yeah. I think the setting really favors, or maybe not favors, but it really helps the younger teams, because I think that more than the physical aspect of playoff hockey, I think that atmosphere of, thousands of screaming fans, like there's an intensity and energy that's in all the buildings.
It really levels that playing field.
Yeah. And then it's a pickup game.
I could see
that.
This
is kind of practice almost, in the sense that there's not that extra pressure from fans.
In terms of atmosphere.
Yeah.
In terms of physical, audible.
Yeah.
You don't smell beer. You don't smell the food. You don't smell, you don't see everything.
You get crunched on the glass. You don't see a bunch of people just flicking you off. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, and there's definitely some interesting psychology to it. I guess we should get used to it because it's probably going to be here next.
I'm hoping they're going to put out. I'm assuming the NHL is doing this. I don't know, but I'm hoping they put out some sort of web series, documentary, something about this entire bubble experience. You know what I mean?
They will.
At the end of this, because
they probably will.
Yeah, it's gonna be super interesting to see. And years from now, I want to hear the crazy stories that come out. Like, I want to know what was the bet that Pasternak lost that he had to say Wilson was the best scorer in the NHL. Like, what?
I feel like that was already a thing.
But did they say what the?
Yeah, I feel like it already came out.
Did they already come out?
I don't think it was that big of a deal. Yeah, I think you're.
Well, if they're doing that, there's more stuff going on. We talked about it, dude. Those guys brought cash to bet. You know what I'm saying? There's some crazy shit going on in the bubble right now.
Facts.
High stakes spike ball.
For sure. And you mentioned it, Vancouver. I mean, they beat the reigning Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They took that series 4-2, and now they have another very, very tough opponent in Vegas.
Yeah, very tough. Who's having some goaltender drama going on right now. You saw Fleury's agent tweet out the picture of him with the sword in his back with the DeBoer's name. Yeah, man. That I think Fleury had a press conference about it. I don't know, dude. I'd be pissed if I was Fleury right now. Like, your agent's doing his job, but now he has to go out and he's going to have to answer all those questions, be a distraction for the team. And he doesn't want that. I mean, he's one of the most beloved guys in the NHL, yet for good reason. He doesn't want that, that extra shit on his back.
Who is this Jerry Maguire wannabe ass? Dude, do you think this guy, he has to, every night before he goes to bed, he puts on Jerry Maguire and he quotes it. Like, like that scene in I Am Legend where Will Smith is just quoting Shrek as it's happening?
Yeah.
This guy does that with Jerry Maguire, dude, watching it back, dude. How much does a human head weigh?
Is that 2 weeks in a row we did an I Am Legend reference?
Or
Is
we
it?
stay with the I Am Legend
I think
references.
so. I think we
dude.
had one last week.
You kidding
It's
me?
easily the
Shouts out
best
Will
movie that's ever been.
Shouts
put on
out Will
film,
Smith
right?
the Gaul, dude.
Shouts out that dog, dude.
Well, shouts out the dog. Well, I mean, kind of. The dog got to put the dog down at some point in the movie. Like,
Shouts out the dog.
The dog turns vampiric. Like, those were like vampire zombies.
It's
What
not
were up
his
with those?
fucking choice,
What were
bro.
up with those? What were those?
Like, what's the lore behind them?
Like,
They
really,
were-
I Am Legend
they were
was
like a
trash.
vampire.
Read the
They were
book,
like a-
bro. Like, what do you?
It was like a vampire thing.
I'm not gonna read the book.
Yeah, they're straight. Like, you had it, vampire zombies. Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's so
Poor-
whack.
Poorly represented. Like, I'm sure the book does it justice. Poorly represented.
Oh yeah, I've heard as usual the book.
Well, and they cut
Seems
out
to
the
be.
better ending too. They changed the ending. I think they had a different. The book had one ending. They filmed it, and then they filmed a second ending. I'm pretty sure. So
Where have I seen that before?
I don't know, dude. Not in any good TV shows.
Don't.
Couldn't be.
But-
Can't be Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Couldn't be.
Why you gotta say it? Why do you have to like? Why do you have to say it to me?
show not be named. It's like Voldemort.
No, like
TV.
yeah, dude, straight up. It's like Voldemort.
He's
man.
itching.
He's
Look at him
itching. He's
itching.
fucking-
Look at him
I got,
scratching.
yeah, I got
He's like-
bug bites, bro.
He's
I got
like,
bug
he's like, bro,
bites,
you want to
son.
talk about reading the fucking books, dude? I read the fucking books, dude. And they're gonna take the fucking books and put that bullshit on screen, dude.
And he still hasn't
Yeah.
written the next book,
It's
man.
like-
Yeah, so that agent's wild.
Yeah, it's the same guy who represents Druan, and you remember all the
Right.
drama.
Convinced
with
him to
coming
just
out
quit.
of Tampa, and yeah,
Told him just stay home and play video games instead of playing professional hockey.
For
Don't
real.
he said, oh, they're gonna send you to the HL. Well then, dude, here's what you do. You just don't go, dude.
duh,
Idiot. Dude, imagine if he was
Stupid.
still on the Lightning. I mean, they would never have had like a Braden Point, but
Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
yeah,
Anyway, Vancouver, can they beat Vegas?
I think so, man. They're playing confident, and there's a lot of firepower, coming out of that team right now between Pedersen and Besser and Horvat. Quinn Hughes is just Quinn Hughes.
So good.
Dude,
So
who do you
good.
think's gonna end up being better, McCarr or Hughes?
McCarr?
McCarr, I think so
Yeah.
too.
And I mean, maybe I'm basing that off what I see right now, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That kid is awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be more electric, I think. I think McCarr is going to be – Quinn Hughes might make those more low-key, like if you – hockey technical plays, like just real
Yeah.
good plays that real solid, but just not the flashy breakaways like we saw McCarr score the other night.
Like,
Just dancing on that
like
one
Quinn
dude.
is definitely going to go down as more underrated than
Yeah.
McCarr,
Yeah,
but I think McCarr is going to be a more dynamic player.
I think so. He's a little bit bigger too.
Yeah, exactly. He's bigger, so he has that. He's going to have that edge. I think he's going
Yeah.
to only get bigger,
Yeah,
stronger, more
definitely.
confident with his size.
Definitely.
So will Quinn. I don't know. Time will tell.
But it's going to be whether or not Vancouver can beat Leonard. And between the Leonard Fleury situation, I mean, neither of them have been
Dude,
outstanding.
even if Leonard goes cold, God forbid, I don't wish it for him. If he does, they still have
they have
Marc-Andre Fleury.
Marc-Andre
Like,
Fleury.
it's a tough
Fucking-
team, dude. It's a tough team.
Tough team. And I mean, they have a good squad.
Reeves
Like,
is going to
Mark
be beating on
Stone-
Pedersen.
Oh, dude.
You have to protect him.
Absolutely. And I mean, Mark Stone is fucking Mark Stone. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But Vancouver could do it. If you were going to make me put money on it, I might put my money on Vegas, truthfully. Just
Yeah,
a little
I
bit,
think I'm going
little
to
bit
Vegas.
older,
Yeah.
a little bit more calm in the situation. So, and they can play that playoff style hockey.
Yep.
But dude, an Avalanche Vancouver conference final, dude.
It would be
Just-
awesome.
You would fast pay. Really, I mean, Vancouver versus Dallas or Avalanche is going to be some high flying goal scoring hockey, but Avalanche and Vancouver, especially, would be exciting. As
Yeah, it
fuck.
would be. Yeah, any team against Vegas is just going to have to get through that team
Yeah,
rather than being able to just go back and forth, tit for tat.
yeah,
Good point for sure. But that's why I kind of think Vegas has that edge to break through. I think they're going to be making teams slow down to their pace.
yeah.
They're going to get beat around by Vegas
Lean on you and just play solid hockey.
and have sick goaltending just to keep it secure.
Yeah,
But well,
Absolutely.
another really interesting series, Philly and the Islanders, man.
who's your pick? Who's your pick after?
I feel like if you
your
don't think about it
Capitals
too hard,
lost out, dude.
if you don't think about it too hard, Philly's the easy choice.
Really? Okay.
If you don't
let's
think
hear it.
about it,
Okay.
I mean, Carter Hart for one,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they definitely win the goaltending battle, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Their D's good. Their D's good, but I think the way the team's top talent had been playing is just like
Yeah.
exactly what you need from your top talent. And I think Philly has better top talent overall. But New York kind of surgically dismantled the Capitals. I mean, it was a situation where Trotz knew the coach he was going against. I think it was the first time they had coached against each other in the playoffs.
I'm pretty sure.
And
I don't think Reardon changed too much from Trotz's system. Maybe opened it up a little more, maybe, but
he was his assistant in Washington. Like it's not going to change. You know what I mean? Unless you like you said, you would have seen it. The team didn't look any much different. To me as a fan, he got out coached, but
absolutely,
I feel like you can't underestimate that team as a whole. They're gonna beat on Philly. They're gonna be two teams trying to beat on each other. I think it's gonna be a very physical series.
Yeah. And it's going to be one of those, is Philly going to be able to solve that Islanders system? Because I kind of going like with Vegas, it's Islanders aren't going to go tit for tat with you. They're not just going to go, all right, 1-for-1, back and forth. They're going to try to shut you down, win those games 2-1, 3-2, stuff like that. And it's going to be up to them. Can they shut it down? Can they figure it out, I guess?
Yeah. And I don't know enough about how Philly plays there. I don't know if they really attack the net. Washington isn't really like, you can call them an offensive team, but I've always seen the Capitals as a very surgical. They make a lot of horizontal passes. They make a lot of confident, surefire, like set play type of passes up the ice. Their breakouts are very like, you're going to be here, you're going to be here type of. If Philly has that same system, they're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like maybe you need to be, if you're going to be the counter to that slowdown, you have to just not only try to break in, but you have to be breaking in hard.
Yeah.
Make them chase you.
They do have the advantage of Trotz not knowing every single player through and through. You know what I mean? Like, even if the system did change, Trotz knows all the Capitals players' tendencies. You know what I mean? He can tell his defenseman, the forwards, back, look, this is what, when Oshie gets the puck here, this is what he's going to do 8 times out of 10.
He had a long conversation with everyone in that handshake line.
Yeah.
he knows them all really well.
Yeah, for real. And I guess kind of, quick jump off of that, and Reardon ended up losing his job.
Yeah, so to stay on that, I think it was definitely a little deserved. I mean, he wasn't a bad coach per se, but he was definitely just kind of picking up the cookie crumbs of what Trotz left for him to continue on with a system and a well put together team by a good management system.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, he just basically overstayed his welcome, I think. He could
and
probably find himself another
job.
good assistant. Yeah, he'll find himself a really good associate assistant job for sure. He could probably even head coach a team that needs it. With some more experience. Good coach. It's just,
because I mean, he still coached, and it's the Capitals, but he still coached them into that round robin position and all that.
Yeah.
So
they had a stellar regular season under him.
Yeah.
It was a matter of they got out coached in that series, and it's one of those where it was so obvious, and it's usually not that obvious. I feel like,
and he's a real defensive minded coach, and I think I don't watch too much of that series, but when you get into those deep waters, you know what I'm saying? You can't just play the sit back, shut it down. If you got to go out and get the win, so
right.
Sucks for him, but he's got 2 more years on that contract of guaranteed money, so he'll be chilling, even if he doesn't get another job. How does that? If you get another job, do you have to? You probably have to cancel out that previous contract, don't you?
There's probably some clause about about employment and something.
Yeah.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? That's what lawyers are for.
Yeah,
we're just the experts.
We are just the experts.
And
then into the most exciting series, I think, dude.
You think?
Boston and Tampa. I think
definitely
so,
the most on the line.
Yeah.
For these two teams. Between the two teams, the most pressure on both to win the Stanley Cup right now. Yeah. And that's Boston and Tampa. I mean, the way Boston eliminated us, I'll be upset if they let Tampa beat them to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
But I want Tampa to beat them.
Yeah. Yeah. I want Tampa to win, and I think they've got the finishers to do it. That because Boston didn't shut the Hurricanes down. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that
Right.
first series where we couldn't get anything going. We had chances. We had chances that we weren't able to finish on. And I think the lineup that Tampa has, they don't mess those up as frequently. They Point and Kucherov, like they're not the guys who are gonna fan on those cross crease passes and stuff. Hey, those dumb passes coming out of like the defensive zone and stuff that sometimes you would see the Hurricanes make. I think Tampa could do it. I think they are going to be able to pull it out.
Hey, they beat Columbus.
Yeah.
They beat the team that swept them last year, so fucking anything is possible.
Mm-hmm. And they had to dig deep to do it.
I think Boston's is definitely going to continue to rally behind Halak. I think they're going to continue to play. They played really, really good against the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
They didn't, like you said, they didn't totally shut us down. But they did do everything right, and that's the same expectation out of Tampa. I think both of these coaches are fired if they don't. Maybe not Boston. I mean, John Cooper's got to be fired if Tampa doesn't win. He's got to be fired. I could see Bruce Cassidy keeping his job.
If they don't at least make it to a really good conference final series, like even if they don't
if they get eliminated this round.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows past that? They got to make it to the conference final.
Yeah.
They have to. A lot of on the line. That game series starts tonight. Gonna be a good one.
I think that
sure.
You were saying the Philly Islander series is going to get real physical. I think Tampa and Boston's going to get
without
real
a doubt.
chippy. I think it's like because of all that pressure, all that expectation, those guys are going to be really going for each other. And Kucherov, I don't think gets enough flack for being like the kind of low key dirty player that he is, bro. Kucherov pulls that slick, dirty shit that, like, you see a guy like Marchand get a lot of shit for. Obviously, Kucherov's not licking people and doing that level of –
just like that subtle stuff, like in the corner, he's just going to, like, quickly wash your face before you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, or give you another back of the leg whack.
Off on your hands,
all day long,
that
dude.
kind of stuff.
I mean, Fetch doesn't shy away from that shit either.
No, he doesn't.
Just that chippy, aggressive bullshit, dude. It's all just some low-key Russian shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
But it's also just some sticking up for yourself, no bullshit type of stuff.
No, for sure. And I'm sure
what you love to see.
Fucked with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I love it.
Absolutely. I mean, fun guy to watch play, dude. Man is disgusting.
All right. And I think on to one other final thing, dude. This fucking goof, dude. This fucking goof Milbury. So guys doing the play-by-play color commentary with John Forsland on the NBC broadcast. I don't even remember the teams playing. I don't even remember what the direct beginning of the conversation was, but it led to them talking about. Go ahead.
It was. I want to say it was Patrick Sharp. Maybe I don't think it was Sharp. Anyway, he was talking about what an interesting experience the bubble is, because these teams probably have never been closer to each other in the locker room. They're just like, he was like, these guys are spending every single day with each other. It's an interesting experience. And then Milbury says, and there's no women in here to distract them, something like that. And it was just so unnecessary. Like he didn't have to say it. I don't know what goes through his head. I think he thought he was talking shit about the players more than he was talking shit about women, in the sense that he's like, if these animals can't control each other when they're on the road, they're going out to bars. Like, I think in his mind, that was the angle he was taking, but that 100% isn't how it came out. You got to you can't make that comment at all, especially not being the national broadcaster. It was just so dumb, dude. It was just so dumb. I'm glad he's gone. I watched the national broadcast for every Hurricanes Boston game, dude. And that guy is just an idiot.
He has not been good at that job for a long time now. And I mean, what a fucking stupid thing to say. It's dumb in the sense that, like, the way he said it was point blank period. Women are a distraction was kind of how he projected it. That's not going to come off good, no matter what the intent is. I mean, he could even have said something like, "Yeah, and there's just fewer distractions," and that probably would have been fine. Not even just mentioning like anyone about like with partners or anything. Just like, yeah, there's fewer distractions.
Yeah.
Say less.
Just
I mean,
just literally
goddamn.
say less. But whatever, dude.
And to bring up another quick point to it, like just saying, like, hey, like in a normal setting, and this is, you know, in speaking for a lot of people who would find it offensive, and not that I speak for fucking anybody, but the common consensus there is like, all right, so in any other sense where there's women present, like people can't focus on shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
It was misogynistic and fucking dumb, dude. It was just like, but he's an idiot. So that's the kind of dumb shit.
What are you gonna do?
That's the kind of dumb shit that happens when you let idiots on air talk, dude.
Yeah.
Like when he was saying it's whatever. We're not getting back into it. We talked about it. Fuck him. He's gone.
Fucking
He was
dumbass.
more than just like having kind of a dinosaur point of view on things. He was also just a mad negative person to have on. Like even
No, he's not good at the job. Like it's
Like-
got nothing to even do with like just the fact he made a stupid comment towards women or any shit like that. Like he's not good at this anyway.
no, he's not excited.
It's kind of
about
frustrating.
anything. Like
It's kind of frustrating that it took this for them to be like, oh yeah, Milbury kind of
Yeah.
sucks. Like, dude, he hasn't been good at this for a minute.
yeah, and I guess it's sort of out of the NHL's control since it's an NBC contract.
Facts.
But
Yeah, it's got
you
nothing
have
to
a
do with
guy-
the league.
dude, you have a guy like Kevin Weeks, who I love listening to on all the NHL's shows that they put out. Awesome analyst. I think he'd be great as a color guy or even as a play-by-play guy if he wanted to. It's just like, why are you letting fucking this guy stick around, man? Like,
Yeah.
let him go fucking hang out with Jack Edwards in Boston, dude. They can just talk shit, biased perspective for all their fucking home broadcasts, and we'll keep it pushing. We'll just keep it pushing, dude.
No, you're not wrong, dude. I mean, what an absolute gag.
Yeah.
What an absolute gag, Milbury. I mean, and I think he's already gone, right? He's already out of the bubble.
He stepped away. They said, "Hey, buddy, you got to get
Call it whatever you want, man.
fuck on out of here, dude."
Yeah. It's another what, and also what it does is it creates another opportunity for other people who aren't even involved in the situation to open up avenues of unhelpful discussion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is also
Yeah.
another frustrating takeaway. Is just like the way people treat each other after like something like this happens.
Yeah.
Is it because it just brings out the worst of people who agree with something like that? Because like you're saying, Jacob, he probably said it with this intent of like, yeah, and it's a good thing that these fucking players aren't being scumbags.
Yeah, these fucking animals can't keep their dick in their pants. Like,
But it brings out, but because of what he said, it's bringing out people who are like, yeah, fucking women are goddamn distracting.
Yeah.
And they need to shut the fuck up. And then it's, you know, it just creates a mess. It creates an absolute mess.
yeah, because it's not women's fault that the hockey players can't just not try to go out and get laid.
Or
you know what
even
I'm saying?
even if there's a guy who finds a woman distracting, it's not, you know, it's definitely that, like, yeah, no way is that woman's responsibility.
It's on the dude. It's on the dude.
Exactly 100%.
And even if that is, and I hate giving Milbury like the benefit of the doubt, even if that is, the way he framed it was still like where you like pointing fingers at women. So it's, you know.
Well, exactly, and that's why he's bad at his job. Like your job is
Yeah.
to literally speak.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like we're on a podcast, but don't hold us to any professional standard to be like some professional public speakers because we're
No.
not, and nor
No.
do we claim to be. Nor do we claim to be any sort of gatekeepers of ethics and morality. But I think we have a basic grasp of right and wrong,
Yeah.
and how to and whether we word things incorrectly or poorly, you know, we definitely know how to convey intent and what way we want everyone to be treated,
yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, no, we're not fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
We're not dumb. That's pretty much what it comes
down
down to. Yeah. But I'm glad he's gone, man. Hopefully, I would love to see Kevin Weeks get
I'm dumb.
get that job. I'm dumb.
Yo,
Got a moral compass though.
Jacob,
What's up, dude?
where can they talk to us if they want to talk to us about some dumb shit?
If you want to hit us up about some dumb shit, you know, how bad we are at Call of Duty, and all my friends
And
are
ethics.
at Call of Duty, dude. And ethics
And
moral
moral compasses.
Compassi. Hit
Compassi.
us up
Compasses. It's compasses.
at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore.
Put your hair back in a ponytail, man.
Oh fuck!
Got a man bun, son.
If you want to talk shit about
Son's got a man
hair,
bun.
you
Got
can hit us
beautiful hair,
up.
bro. Every barber I've ever had has always said I had amazing hair. So fuck y'all.
Were those people?
Even when my homies
Your-
did it up at
your
school, they'd be
barber
like,
was
"Bro,
wrong."
You got great hair, son."
just running their
You're
fingers
just
through it.
you're just glucking it, dude, and they're just like, dude, you got some sick hair, dude.
Thanks, man. You said you'd cut my
Go
hair.
on,
For
pull
free.
that shit, dude.
For real.
So hit us up at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore.
Respect that shit.
Cancellation Cup
Fuck
Season
you.
3. Check that shit out. We don't have Mixer anymore. I don't know where we're going to stream it. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB. Josh, where they get you at?
Teeb, CEAB, why you interrupted I did my handle and you just cleared your throat over me. Give me a Teeb, CEAB, rude ass.
You can get Cody at CD_2187. Send him some Claritin. Dylan, where they get you at?
P.O. Box in Asheville.
Oh, man. You can find me on Reddit. That's you teabags you mum 69420 lowercase x capital X. Thank you very much. Have
We
a
got
nice
to get
week.
those lowercase letters.
Gotta get lowercase.